Hi, guys. Hi, everyone. How are you? Welcome to Parrot Playhouse. We're here. You want to say hi, Thomas? Yeah? And Casey, she's hiding. She's like, where did she go? Oh, she went inside her cage. But we've got Puffy here. We've got Baby here. Victoria Cockatoo's eating, which I'm so happy to say. So it's just awesome. And then Quinn is in his cage, so we can keep him under control. And Maui's in a different room because he kind of goes crazy during these streams. So he's in a different room talking to the birdies outside, looking through a window. And then Sammy, my mom's bird, is right behind here. So if you hear screaming, that's Sammy. And is that everybody? I think it is. Okay, let me see who's on here. Let me see who's on here, you guys. We have had, as you know, quite a week, right? It's been full of ups and downs. And I just want you guys to see. I don't want to disturb her right now because she's eating. Hi, Victoria. There she is. But I'm just so thankful for everybody that has supported Victoria Cockatoo because she is having a fantastic morning with us. So I'm so happy and I can't thank you enough. But there she is. And I'll give you a little Victoria Cockatoo update at the end of our stream. So thank you so much, you guys. And let me see who's here. I see Parrot Royalty. Do I see Parrot Royalty? Fat Parrots is here. Hi, Fat Parrots. Buzzy Lizzie, Elaine, Cheryl. Hi, guys. Mubin, Rage Burst. Hey, it's great to see you too. So it's so nice. Yep, Parrot Royalty is here. And Cheryl, it's so good to see you guys. And today's video or stream is super important because there's so many myths out, right? About people think when you buy a parrot, a baby parrot, they think that the bird's gonna love them. They think the bird's gonna talk, right? They think the bird's gonna like form this like special bond. And they also think probably that the bird's gonna be healthy because they're buying the bird from a breeder or a pet shop, right? Wrong. Those things, you guys, maybe it happens, maybe it doesn't on some birds, but for many times it does not happen. And in fact, you guys know how I am all about adopt, don't shop, right? But many years ago, step up, be nice. You have to be nice. Do you want to see my scar on my lip? This is really good. So now I have a scar. I went my whole life without a scar. You see that? The Puff Man gave me that. Yeah. Did you do that like a month ago? He bit through my lip and he got my gum. Isn't that amazing? And guess what? Before I knew there was a parrot crisis, I bought him as a baby bird. He was 6 months old, right? And he, I gotta tell you, is my most ferocious parrot. He will turn on me in a heartbeat in a second. And he was the cutest little puff monster, right? When he was a baby. He was so cute, you guys. Like these dark little black little eyes. And he was just hoppy, hoppy, hoppy. He was absolutely precious. Well, I might get bit here. Well, you see that? And then he became sexually mature and he became a teenager. And what do teenagers do? They rebel. These guys, unlike human teenagers, are wild animals. Look at that thing. He's going to bite me. It's a wild animal. And I was not ready. Look at him. I was not ready. Or could I possibly know what this wild animal was going to do? I thought because I bought him as a baby, ooh, he smelled so good. Oh, he wants to attack me. I thought I would have this precious little baby for life that would grow up healthy, right? Healthy and would just love me and I could just cuddle and we would have this special bond. But guess what? No! Yes, we do have a good bond. You want to step up? Don't bite. I know I'm excited. He decided, instead of picking me, he picked Baby instead to be his mate. And in fact, he turned against me, right? There were some really hard years where he wanted to literally kill me. Baby was his mate. He would fight, protect Baby to the death. And before the Puff monster, I got Baby. Step down, be nice. And I was a kid. I was a kid when I bought Baby, right? Look at this little, whoa. He's so cute, right? Well, guess what? Baby chose me at the very beginning. But then once again, when he became sexually mature, he started biting. And back then, I didn't know what was happening. Like, I was like, why does this bird hate me? Like, what did I do wrong? We were best friends. No, Baby decided that he was a wild animal too. And he chose the Puff monster. So there we go. So what happens is, and this is why I recommend, adopting a bird that's older, that has already gone through their adolescence, right? Because it's not you picking the bird. That's not what it's about. It's about them picking you. Do you see Victoria? Now, if there is a good example, careful, Casey, careful, of a bird picking their person, and you guys have seen the videos, that is Victoria Cockatoo. She picked me, and it was amazing. And in fact, she went out of her way to pick me. I had no interest in cockatoos, right? And it's like, we all have in mind what the bird we want, what our dream bird is. But the thing is, our dream bird might decide to hate us, kill us, or choose somebody in the household, right? That they're going to bond with that really doesn't want to be around the bird, right? So it's a privilege to be picked by one of these wild animals. And just know, cats and dogs, when you get them when they're babies, you pretty much know they're going to love you, right? You feed them, you pet them, it's probably going to be a win-win. They are designed for captivity. Literally, I had a client, I probably shouldn't say this, in my chair, and it was kind of not good. She's sitting in my chair ordering her brand new, what is that, Doodle Lab, a poodle, Australian poodle mix, from the eye color, from the weight. She was like ordering it on a website. Like, what the heck, right? I mean, I was like, you do realize I am cutting your hair, but I'm a professional. But I was like literally shocked and sad, because there's a lot of amazing dogs out there and cats and rescue, right? But that just shows that, like cats and dogs, like, bueno, it's no bueno. They're designed to be pets. He's going to poop, right? Would a dog poop on a table? I don't think so. Let me get rid of that poop. Would a cat poop on the table? I don't know, maybe. They're kind of sassy. No, be nice. Okay, no, Puffy, be nice. Okay, it's okay. So, that's what really makes these guys different. And when you're bringing a bird into a home, your life is going to change. Everybody's who's in the house life is going to change, and your neighbors' lives are going to change, right? Because they're loud. They're so loud. So this is a journey. Are you going to bite me if I pick you up? Step up. This is a journey that lasts forever, because basically they last forever. Do I see Victoria Huffman on there? Hi, Victoria. So Victoria Huffman is from Animal Alliance. She rescues dogs. Bless you. Oh my, we got a sneeze. We have a Victoria Huffman, and we have a super chat, and we have another sneeze. Thank you, Guitar Girl. Thank you so much for that super chat. Do you see that super chat? Yeah, it's so cool. You know where that goes, you guys. It goes into these guys because they're super expensive. And that's another thing. They live a long time. And so those medical bills, it doesn't matter whether you buy these birds. Do you hear how noisy? Imagine that. He's getting really feisty. Imagine that 6:30 in the morning, like the highest pitched screech. In fact, I have to make sure I wake up before my birds do, because I don't want to upset my neighbors, especially on like the days I know they're sleeping in. Can you imagine if you have an HOA, what that would do? You'd be fined. evicted, and another bird that probably has to be given up ends up in the parrot crisis, right? One of hundreds of thousands. Okay, I'm going to put you over here. You're going to bite me. So remember, I bought that baby bird. Yes, before I knew there was a parrot crisis. And so out of all my birds in here, don't bite me when I say this, but my most well-behaved birds are the ones that I've rescued. Hi, honey. Yeah, he's such a good boy. Because you know why? They've chosen me. So that's really something to think about, you guys. That's really something to think about. Let me just make sure there's so much more. Now, you know, there was an article out, and it was really good about living with parrots and how they're wild animals and this and that. But at the end of this article, I got really pissed off because this person ended it with, if you're going to decide after he went off on this thing, how, you know, birds are messy and they are destructive. Remember, they don't care if they're taking chunks out of our furniture or they're taking chunks out of the wooden toy. They're wild animals. They don't know any better, you guys. Oh, speaking of chunks, look at this awesome wooden toy, natural wooden toy from Parrot Town. So these are her mini bird bites. Do you see that? Isn't that cool? They smell so good. In fact, you know, she was telling me the process of making these things. She actually bakes them to kill any bacteria. Like on top of that, like, can you imagine? So they're super safe. You can go onto her page. She's selling them. We love them. So, but yeah, so hopefully, are you guys going to take chunks of these instead? Yeah, take a chunk. Oh, he just took a chunk of me. So, but anyway, so just remember that. I was about to say something super. Oh, okay, here it goes. So this article, you guys, I go off on these tangents. Oh, there's Sherry. What's going on from Parrot Town? And in fact, we were watching TV for Birds, which is her channel. She had a holiday TV for Birds today. I was so busy, but the birds were watching it. So I didn't have time to like comment on, which I felt bad. But this article was really well written, except for the end. It was total potty. Right? Just poop. And it just talked basically what I've said, and then it ended. But if you're going to get a parrot, get a baby parrot. So, hello. The thing is, people think if you go out and buy a baby that you can learn with that baby, but it doesn't work that way. And that's why the Oasis Sanctuary is busting from the seams with 900 plus birds, because everybody thought that, oh, I'm going to go buy a baby. And are you okay, Casey? You okay? I'm going to go buy a baby and everything will be fine. But like I said, when these babies become sexually mature, right? They rip lips. Cockatoos can take off fingers. They attack animals. They get killed by other animals because they think that they can't die. I mean, he is extremely aggressive. And if I didn't know what I was doing, I would have a problem, like a huge problem. Yes, I have a scar on my lip, which he caught me off guard. Parrots are super smart. Did you know that they have an IQ between a 2 and a 5-year-old? Like, how do you keep something like that stimulated for, well, Caiques can live to be up to 25 to 30. Baby's 26 and he's about to poop. Victoria, Cockatoo's 47, but many birds should live to be 80, right? If they were fed the proper diet. What are you guys doing? I feel don't you bite me. I feel so outnumbered right now. But he'd probably been rehomed by now. I mean, he's absolutely adorable, right? But he's a monster. He is the puff monster, and he really is a wild animal. And I have to be so careful because he will turn on baby as well. If baby makes one wrong move, if he's hormonal, he'll just take everybody out, right? So we have to watch your eye because it gets really dangerous. So, and that's the thing. So people just keep buying these birds and it's just this hamster wheel, these baby birds, and these baby birds don't pick them and they're not equipped. they don't have, are you going to take another poop? You guys seen how many poops he's taken? They're, you know, parrots are super messy. Let's get this poop, because when poop dries, it actually releases spores into the air that you can breathe in and your birds can breathe in, and it can make you very sick, right? No, come here, come here. So that's another thing. And parrots also, you know, especially cockatoos, if you're like a clean freak, you're gonna have a big issue here. They cover like this coating of dust. So you're inhaling the dust, which is basically like pieces of their skin, right? You're inhaling that, and that's settling in the lungs. And that's another thing why there's a parrot crisis, because there are people that are highly allergic, which is serious business. So, and that's the thing. And also, people think that buying a baby bird, you're going to end up with a healthy baby bird. And in fact, I'll tell you a pro of adopting. Many good rescues, they do blood work, right? They do blood work. They do quarantine when they take these birds in. And so it assures you, and just make sure you get that paperwork, no bitesies, it assures you that you're getting a healthy bird, and they know the bird's behavior and they'll work with you. I know Parrot Education and Adoption Center does that, and that's why I volunteer for them. You okay, Casey? And it's just amazing. And there's other rescues out there that do the same. But in fact, I know right now there is a breeder in Washington that is selling birds with beak and feather, right? And people are buying these baby birds, and they don't realize that this breeder, and I will be doing a video on her, is selling very sick birds, and it's spreading this highly infectious disease that basically these birds just die a terrible death. And, you know, in pet shops, you got people bringing their birds, getting clips, getting their wings clipped, getting this and that. And all these birds, it's just like a germ pool, right? All these birds are getting exposed to things because diseases travel through poop. Diseases travel through the feather dust. And just imagine that. If you just got a little dust, you walk into a pet shop, you got a sick bird, you touch toys, you touch birds, you got a mess. Like, that stuff spreads, and it's serious business. That's why I keep my flock separated from everybody else. Yes. So that's something else to think about. And I guarantee you, like, those birds, maybe they're tested, but it doesn't matter because now they're being exposed to outside birds. People are going in, the pet shop, people that work there, they've got birds at home. I mean, you can think about it. It's a total mess, right? So that's something else to think about as well. So I want to look at your stuff here, and then I'm going to talk about foraging toys. And regardless, if you decide to get a baby, get an older bird, you know, whatever way you go, you guys, I'm just here telling you, you know, my suggestion here. My goodness, Chubby Boy just flew. How did he do that? Wow, yeah, Bueno, he's gone now. So baby just flew. We don't see that happen too often, so that was pretty cool. Chub flew. So I just want to see what's going on. Okay, so what does everybody, any questions here? Mike Casey, yes. Sherry loves Casey. Air Doctor, is that some kind of purifier, Pamela? And Tealzo, oh, so I see a lot of people talking about bird dust. What else do we got? We have chubby birds. Oh, somebody rescued a Yorkie poo. Oh, Victoria Huffman rescued a Yorkie poo, and she named it after the Puff Man. So that's awesome, and he's going to be available for adoption from Animal Alliance in San Diego. So I went to the store around to see how I dealt with the noise. Now, because it's been a while, and this Amazon took a chunk out of me from behind, I don't even know where it came from. Oh, so Melody, it looks like she went to a pet store and she got bit by an Amazon. Yes. Amazons, they can turn real quick. Yellownates especially. Thomas, he's just the coolest. He's just the coolest. Yeah, you want to stay there? Okay, he doesn't want to step up. What's going on? What's going on? Yes. Okay, so Cheryl, Bob started getting passed around between homes when he hit his sexual maturity. And yes, that's what happens to many birds. We were his fifth home, and he was only 4 when he came to us. Isn't that sad? You know, Pebbles, the cockatoo on YouTube, I think she's been passed around over 20 times. So it's just crazy how birds just get passed around from home to home. And that's what makes it a parrot crisis. And that's why I always suggest it's best to be chosen by your bird, right? Be chosen by your bird and be equipped with the tools before you bring that bird into your home. It doesn't matter if you're getting a rescue, if you're getting a baby bird. If you're not equipped, you're going to end up with a bird that's back into the parrot crisis, right? And people think that rescues have behavioral problems, that they come with all kinds of health things. But no, that's no bueno. That's so not true. Oh my goodness, you guys. I hate it, like the videos that I make, I feel bad because a lot of these are rescue birds in here and some of them are sick, like Victoria. But I gotta tell you, I took the ones that nobody wanted, the ones that would have died if I hadn't taken them, right? Were you really sick when you came here? You were. Were you scared? Yes, you were. How are you now? You want to say hi? Yeah, there's Mr. Bueno. Hi. He's doing great. So I take the worst of the worst, right? And then I make them better. And we go on a journey. Yes, but there's so many birds out there. And if you guys are dead set on getting a younger bird or a baby or whatever, there's everything in rescue. Like literally, I've seen hyacinths come into rescues that are babies. I've seen like gala cockatoos, like they were 6 months old. 2 of them came into peace. It was like 3 years ago. It was just crazy, right? Like somebody bought them and within 2 weeks they couldn't handle them. And in fact, Victoria Huffman, she got a reused cage that was like brand new because his wife wanted a cockatoo. So they went out and bought a cockatoo. And I think, what was it, Victoria? They had it for a week. And it was like, oh my gosh, this thing makes noise. We can't have that. It changes your life. So Victoria, sterilized it, but she ended up with a brand new cage. But then she was like, where is the bird? So it's just so sad, and what happened to that bird while it was in that home. And we mess these birds up. They come out pretty much perfect. Sherry just said bueno, and the Puff man is, how did you get up there? When did he go up there? So let me get Victoria. Let's see if she'll come. So she's sitting on her heated perch. You want to come to me? Come here, baby. Come here, say hello. Come on. She is sitting on a heated perch that our friend Lori from Facebook got her. And that heated perch has been a lifesaver. Look how much better she looks. Don't you attack us, Puffy. Those Caiques. There she is. Look. There she is. So she's doing so much better, you guys. And we can't thank you enough. Do you want some water? So here's this is our new Victoria Cockatoo cup right here. Let's see. Does she want to drink out of it? Yeah? What do you think? You want to drink? It's water, baby. I'm going to pretend to drink because I don't want to give her my germs. Because we've got a lot of germs. These delicate rainforest flowers aren't meant for it. But this is our new cup. And so we have it. There's the link below. Isn't that cute? That's me and Victoria. It's me rescuing Victoria. It's the sweetest thing. And thank you to everybody who has supported Victoria. You stay there, Puffy, who has bought merch, you shared, just sent messages, like all that, you guys, makes a difference, right? Right, Thomas? It makes a difference. So let's see, what else do we got? Who else? Oh, look at, she's exploring. Do you want a blueberry? Let's see if she'll eat a blueberry. I'm going to put up an update on Victoria so you guys can see what happened yesterday. She's going to eat a blueberry. And then I've got peas right here. So she would live on blueberries and peas if I let her. Okay, so let me look at the chat one more time. I saw something up here. It was my love for Pebble and Kelly that got me looking at rescues. Awesome. Yeah, Kelly's awesome. Kelly put out a video about the crisis. I was thinking for a long time about getting another bird, but hadn't thought about rescue. That's from Melody Ann, right? Many people like me, 20 something years ago, had no idea that there were birds that needed homes, that birds that were being unwanted, like these perfect birds, right? And I don't think like 20 something years ago. What baby? What baby? What? You come to mom. And I don't think 27 years ago the crisis was this big, because now it's just completely out of control. She wants to go back in her cage, so we're going to do that. She wants to go back on her hot perch. She just told me. She made it very clear. Did you see that? It was like, I want to go in. And so that's super important, you guys. And she just took a poop. That poop looks really good because her poops have had yellow, like the egg yolk, which is terrible. And she wanted to go in. She knows. I put her in there. I did not go against her wishes. And these are intelligent animals. I'm not going to tell a 47-year-old what to do. As long as it's not causing any harm, she wants to go back in. She's going back in. Right, Thomas? Yes. And so we're here to serve them. They're not here to serve us. All right, sad thing, many people don't live close enough to a rescue. We need more parrot rescues in the state. Yes, Sherry. And we do, but the problem with that is it's super expensive, and that's why it's so important to support these rescues. You know, I would totally support a breeder that decided what they were doing was wrong and decided to open their doors and take back the birds that they brought into the slave world, the parrot crisis, right? Oh my gosh, I would totally support that breeder. That'd be amazing if they decided to use the money that they made off of those baby birds, right? And put it back into those baby birds that they created that were now bouncing from one home to another home, and took them in and gave them a sanctuary. I would think it would be awesome if breeders would do that. I would applaud them for that they took care of the little guys that they brought in, and they followed up on them to see what was going on. And that's what's so cool about many rescues. They follow up. Whereas breeders and pet shops, cha-ching, out the door. Good luck with that. Here's a bag of bird seed. Yay, we made a sale. Not all of them, but I have to say many of them, right? Because if they were to really see and what is going on out there, and I get phone calls all the time, right? They would go out of business, like if they started taking all those birds back. So they're not going to do that. They're just going to keep pumping them out. And the pet shops that do take some of those birds back in fact, I knew one, and we became good friends. She actually ended up closing her doors because she was this big breeder, right? She could no longer do this. Like, I helped her see what was going on, and she was part of the reason why I have Victoria Cockatoo. She helped with that rescue, and it was amazing. So I'm so glad that she opened her eyes, she opened her heart, and she just didn't know. She really did not know. She thought that she was getting into like something fun, like she was going to be doing something good. But when she saw what the truth was, she decided to close her doors and start taking in birds. So that was awesome. So where's our time? All right, guys, nothing wrong realizing things. Yes, yes, yes. Positive change. Yes, rescues and breeding correctly is going to run a loss. It's expensive as heck, right? Yeah, I don't even know how breeders make any money, to be honest with you. Because if you do it right, and I guess some of them out there might, it's expensive between getting all these vet checks and everything else. I mean, you can rack up $1,000 bill real quick, thousands and thousands of dollars. So it's really something to think about. All right, what else do we got? Okay, so Melody, every birdie I ever had was one someone decided they didn't want, but there weren't rescues back then that I was aware of. I know, right? I've never bought a bird, but while my kids were growing up, they always had them. Yes, and that's another thing. Kids grow up and they leave to college. And I got babies so young, and I wanted to go away to college, but I didn't want to give them up, so I didn't go away to college. I stayed here. So it's just, you know, if you're getting a bird when you're a kid, that's a tough decision to make. And so that's where the parent has to understand that that bird's most likely going to be their bird. Okay, I wish rescues wouldn't automatically write up people with small children off. I get that it's for safety reasons, but not all kids are created equal. Exactly like birds. There are many great adopters turned away. And that's what's so cool about Peace. They do adopt to kids. And if you guys saw, not to the families, Munchkin's rescue, Melanie, I think, was like 18. And Munchkin was a serious special need rescue. And they adopted her, and it was like the best thing ever. And Melanie is a stay-at-home bird mom now. And yes, that is something. Not all kids are created equal, and there's some really good kids out there that are responsible. I was responsible. Oh, and Parrot Royalty is responsible, right? Okay, so there's Parrot Royalty. Do you guys have any more questions? I'm just so excited that you're here for the holidays and that you've taken time. And I just hope you guys have a wonderful holiday week, whatever holiday it is that you celebrate. I hope it's a safe one and a good one. And I see something from, let me see. Hi, Fat Parrot. Okay. Oh, you know what? I want to talk really quick about these toys here. So I'm going to have them on my Amazon store. And Victoria Huffman, this is an awesome foraging toy. And so, you know, when you get a parrot, whether you buy a baby, whether you adopt, you know, whatever, you have to teach them how to forage. And birds in the wild, they spend all day looking for food. And birds in captivity, they're just given the food right in front of them, right, Thomas? So these are highly intelligent creatures. And so you want to set up like food stations. Do you see that? So the bird can spin it, and you can make it, it's like a birdie tumbler from Caique. You can make it as difficult as you want to make it, and it drops the food off in there, so the bird has to spin it. So this is a great idea. This keeps them busy, and, you know, regardless whether how you decide to bring a bird into your home, this is the stuff you need to know. This is another one. So this one's not as advanced, but you put the food on top, and then the bird, my African gray loves this, has to work it out like this. And then the food falls to the bottom, and then they can pick it out. So they're actually having to work for it. And so this is great for like a bird that's more handicapped, I think. You can set it firmly on the ground or set it on a perch in the cage, just kind of make it firm. And a bird can work that. He's hunting me right now, Puffy. So these are some really cool ideas. And then also these little tiny birdie bites from Parrot Town. They're also great, totally safe. And it's hard to find a safe toy out there, right? You guys see a lot of birds getting hurt with toys. It's just all natural, and it works so, so good. So we love those as well. But that's pretty much our stream, you guys. Thank you for watching our channel. Thank you for following Parrot Playhouse. And you guys, this is just about my life with birds, and whatever decision you make, we're happy to help you with your parrot, right? Yes, because every parrot is unique, and every parrot deserves a chance. So, and that's what it comes down to. Sorry, oh, bye, Bird Rescue. Oh, bye, Birds, Rebecca, and Parrot TV. We'll see you later. And there's Mikio, Fred Archer, Fat Parrots. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea to introduce a cockatoo to cats. Oh, yeah. That's the thing. So I see a comment about cats and cockatoos. So number one, cats have gram-negative bacteria, and birds have positive, right? Birds are really delicate, and they're not equipped to handle that bacteria. Do you want to play down here? So that's a big reason to keep them completely separate. Another reason is cats hunt and birds move quickly. So it doesn't matter if you got BFFs. Cat saliva is toxic for birds. Their nails are toxic for birds. All it takes is one puncture, you guys. And, you know, maybe you see it, maybe you don't. And it's just, they get a really bad infection. So that's why I like to keep everything separate. So, all right, guys, we love you. Do you want to help me close it? Do you want me to help me close the stream? Let's go over here. Let me do. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Yay! Look at all those buttons. I hope we can figure this out. All right, guys, I'll have an update of Victoria's vet trip yesterday, and she's doing great. We love you. Happy holidays. Hold on. There he goes. There he goes. Yes.